Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz of Chicago Law Luxury Makeup. Today we're going to be playing with a bunch of new makeup that I got. I had intended on doing a dedicated video for each of these new Tom Ford products that I picked up, and it just didn't happen. So what I'm going to do is do a full face getting ready with me type video where I will then talk about each of the new products that I picked up. So let's just jump in and get started. To start with, we are going to be using the new Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Concealer. I have been anxiously awaiting this for so long. You guys know I love the Shade and Illuminate foundation. It is my all-time favorite foundation. So when I saw that they were releasing a Shade and Illuminate Concealer, you knew I was going to have to pick this up. So I purchased shade 3W1 Golden. This shade is not going to work for much longer. So this is the applicator, but you can tell as soon as I apply it, it is a little bit too dark for my complexion. I am going to blend this out with a Sonia G Classic base, and I am putting this down underneath my foundation because I do think that it is a little bit too deep for me. I honestly, when I picked this up, there was no real good shade finder, and I don't know, I had no idea what I was doing. So I picked it up a little bit too dark. I think I probably should have gotten a lighter shade. Well, I mean, I know I should have gotten a lighter shade. So if I like this foundation, or if I like this concealer, I will go back and get a lighter shade and then keep this for the summer months. So it works fine right now. You can see it blended right down. It is a good color for my skin currently. It's just as we get closer into fall and winter, I'm going to lose my tan and the shade is not going to work. So there's that. But so far I am really enjoying it. You can tell that it blended down right into my skin and it didn't leave it patchy. It's not drying. I think it did a really nice job. So like I said, I've only used this once or twice before. I'm still kind of playing around with it, but so far I am really enjoying it. And if I continue to enjoy it, I will pick up a lighter shade. So now I'm going to go in with the Shade and Illuminate foundation. This is shade 5.7 Dune. This is my perfect summer shade. I absolutely love it. So I am going to squeeze some out of my hand. I'm going to use my BK Beauty 101 to apply it. And you can see that this is just a really perfect shade for me. So now I am going to use the Tom Ford Emotion Proof Eye Concealer, or eye primer, not concealer. I like to put this on prior to my eyeshadow so that it has time to set and dry. But I do really like this primer. It is very nice. For powder today, I'm going to use the Sicily Loose Powder. It is out on my vanity. I love it. I do have some Tom Ford powders, but they are not my favorite. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the Sicily because you guys know that it is like my all-time favorite. For bronzer, I'm going to go in with Gold Dust. You guys, look at that. I have finally hit pan. I'm so excited. I feel like I've accomplished something this year. This was the bronzer that I was using for the year as my project pan. And to see that I am slowly making progress is really exciting. For blush, we are going to be using the brand new Tom Ford blushes. So I picked up the shade Sundrunk, and this is what Sundrunk looked like. This is shade number 5, and this is just a beautiful coral peachy shade. I'm going to mix the two together. These are two separate blushes, so you could use them separately. However, I think that mixed together, they look really good. and they are very powdery and a lot more subtle than I expected. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch each color for you and then swatch them together. So here's the dark shade, and you can see that it's not super pigmented. I'm going to go in and build it up, and that's 3 layers of me building it up. Here's the peach, the soft peach, and that's 2 layers, and then there's 3 layers. So you can see just how light that is. So now I'm going to mix them. So there's the dark color, there's the light color, and then there they are mixed. And each one of those I swiped 3 times. I will say that I think that they are pretty subtle. They're not as pigmented as his original blushes. And I feel like, I don't know, I do really like it. I just honestly was expecting more. This seems really bright in the pan, but when you apply it to the cheeks, I feel like it's not as bright. It's not to say that it's not pretty. It is really pretty. I just was expecting more. So this is $90. This little pan, $90. It is 6.5 grams. I don't know that I would pick up another one for full price. I am very interested in getting another shade, but I think I would wait for a sale. And that like pains me to say, because I have been waiting for these blushes for a very long time. Like, I could not wait for them to come out. I called the boutique repeatedly. I checked online repeatedly. So for it to finally get here, and I think my expectations were a little too high. And then given the price tag, I do think that they are very pretty. You can see on the cheeks, it's a very subtle blush. I just not sure that it's worth the $90 price tag. That's kind of where I stand with that. So moving on to highlight, we're going to use the Tom Ford Sheer Highlighting Duo in shade Reflects Gilt. So I'm just going to mix these 2 shades together and just apply it. I think that they are gorgeous, and I think they look really good with this blush, because this is kind of like more of a little bronzier kind of highlight. So I think it adds some nice color to the blush. All right, so the next item that we're going to be talking about is this brand new eye quad that I picked up. Now this is not new, this is just new to me. And this is in shade 04 Suspicion. This is in the wet dry formula, and it comes in just the standard brown and gold packaging. It does also include the standard brown felt makeup bag. And then these are the colors. So I think they're very fall. They're just really pretty. So we are going to create a look using this palette and seeing what we can come up with. I have seen other people use this, and I think it is a very beautiful quad. So I am really excited to try it out today. To start with, I'm going to take a BK Beauty 202. This is just a really nice fluffy crease brush, and I'm going to go in to the shade right here. It's kind of like a peachy copper, and with these wet dry formulas, they're all a shimmer, but they're very subtle. I'm going to take a Sonia G Mini Booster and I'm going to go into this brown shade and place that in the outer corner. There's zero fallout from these shades. I'm going to take a Sonia G Soft Shader and I'm going to go into this highlight shade and I'm going to place that all along my lower lid. I love the Tom Ford Shimmer Highlight shade. I just really do. His new palette didn't have these, and I think it's a shame because this formula is amazing. I'm now going to take a Marc Jacobs crease brush and just blend that crease. And really all I'm doing is softening those lines and just kind of blending them together. I didn't take any product at all. I'm literally just blending what's already on the eye. I will go back in and clean it up to make the eyes even. And so I'm going to go back in with that brown shade in my mini booster and just add a little bit more to this right eye. And then I'm going to take my soft shader and go back in to this shimmer shade. I love the shimmer shade. Oh, I love it. And now I'm just bringing that down into the corner of my eye. I love it. I am loving this quad. It is so pretty. For eyeliner, I'm going to use this Emotion Proof eyeliner by Tom Ford in shade number 02 Chocolate. And it's just a perfect brown. And I thought it would look really good with this eye look. So I'm going to go ahead and line my eyes off camera and I will be right back. For mascara, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty mascara. I used this last week and I still really like it. I've been enjoying it. So this is a mascara that I got in, I think, my Ipsy box. But I've just been really liking it. All right, so mascara's on. I love the mascara. I cannot say enough good things about it. I love the way it lengthens my lashes and gives me volume. I really like it. For lip liner, I'm going to use a Tom Ford lip liner, and this is in shade Extort. And this is a beautiful brownie nude shade. It's very similar to the Sicily Chocolat or the Chanel Nude Brune. So I'm not sure if the Tom Ford one is still available. And if you can't find it, the Sicily and the Chanel ones are very similar. And now for lipstick, I'm going to use the Tom Ford. This is the Lip Color Satin Matte in shade 16 London Suede. I don't normally wear a lot of matte lipsticks. I just don't like them, but this is really nice. It's very creamy. It's not drying at all, although I do think it needs a lip gloss, and I will top it with a lip gloss. It does not feel like a matte at all. So I'm going to go ahead and take this Sicily number 2 Aurora. I just think that it looks really, really good on top of it. All right, so now we have my finished look, testing out these new products from Tom Ford. Like I said, the blush is really pretty. I just expected more payoff from it. So I definitely am interested in trying other shades, but like I said, I think I will wait for a sale. The concealer is also $90, which is, again, really expensive for a concealer. I so far have really, really been enjoying it though. I will continue to play with it, and most likely I will get a lighter shade because I do think that it is really nice. It's very, very creamy, and it goes perfectly with the foundation, which you guys know is my favorite. And then this eye palette, I mean, love. Love, 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 love. But again, this is not new. The eye palette is just new to me, but I am really loving it so far. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I would love to hear down below from you guys. Did you pick up any of these new products, either the blushes or the concealer? I would love to hear what your thoughts are. I'm a huge Tom Ford fan. I really do love Tom Ford makeup. It is probably my favorite luxury makeup brand out there. And so it really does pain me to say that the blushes didn't live up to my expectations. So I would love to hear from you guys what your thoughts were on the blushes. Maybe I just didn't get the right shade. I do know that more shades are popping up on other retailers, and it very well could be I just need a different shade. So let me know down below what your thoughts are. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.